All right, so let's take a look at the charts here. This is Chris from the Trader Guy taking a look at the New Zealand dollar. And we finally are starting to get a rollover. You'll see this across the board. Euro, especially the Aussie. The Aussie was really hammered during the session. And, of particular interest for me is the New Zealand dollar. I really like trading this pair because when you're right with a little bit of gusto. Now, you'll recognize that we are here close to the 61 level. I'm going to go ahead and put another line on this at 60. So I think in this area, you're going to get a little bit of a noise. However, I do think we're going to go to 60. I really don't have too many doubts after today's action. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this line here at 61. When I look at this, you can see big massive sell-off. So what I will be looking for is to start shorting on any rally. And, we don't even need a big one. Anywhere near 61.50, I'm willing to start shorting. You can see when you look at the 4-hour chart, we are pretty extended. There are two different ways you can go about this. You could just short it flat out if you want. If you want to find a little bit of value in the greenback, then you might be wanting to, wait for a little bit of a bounce. There will probably be a bounce soon. I don't know if it'll be during the Wednesday session, Thursday session, Friday session, whatever. But I do think we've got another 100 pips to the downside. If we break 60, then I begin to look at the possibility of a move to somewhere near 58. I think once we get to 58, things will get a little out of hand, and we could get a bounce. But we are definitely in a cluster here where we could get that short-term bounce. Not concerned at all about shorting this pair because this has been my bias for quite a while. Unfortunately, you just have to be patient at times, and that's exactly what got you paid today. There's the death cross. There's the 50-day EMA breaking down below the 200-day EMA. If you care about that, full disclosure, I don't, but I know enough people do. I feel the same way about that as I do Fibonacci. Fibonacci's basically nonsense. Taking a look at the M pattern here, 65 down to this area here, and it is kind of a mess. So you could say we haven't even really broken it down, but let's just say maybe 400 pips. That actually is 57. If you want to be a little bit more cautious and make the M pattern here, that's about 300 pips from 61 and a half or so. So that puts you right down close to 58. I don't know if we go all the way to 58, but I do think we're going to at least make a run there. So short the New Zealand dollar is where I'm at, have been all day. Really at this point, as we're starting to close the New York session, it looks like we may even try to break through this area. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I want to see some type of bounce that I can short. I might even get a little bit more aggressive and do it at 61.40 and get, excited there to start shorting again. If you're not short of this market, I don't know that you want to chase it, but I will be putting on new positions. I'm already out, full disclosure. I took, generally when you get a move like this, you are going to get a bounce, especially when it was all about Uncle Jerome in front of Congress today. I didn't even watch what he said, but I can tell you he said, hey, we're going to stay tight for longer. And for whatever reason, people actually believe him. He even opened the possibility of faster interest rates as one of the headlines I just saw. So with that being the case, I think we have just started the big move lower, not only in the New Zealand dollar, Aussie, Euro, pound. I mean, I think everything is going to kind of shit the bed against the greenback here.